Hello kids! Welcome back to Series Art School online class. Again, this is Teacher April, your science teacher for today. Okay, before we start, I want you to get your Inside Out class book Science 2. Again, get your Inside Out class book Science 2. Alright, today we were going to discuss about the life cycles of flowering plant. Again, we were going to discuss about the life cycles of flowering plant, and it is found on chapter 3. It is found on chapter 3. Now kids, I want you to turn your book on page 27. Again, turn your book in page 27. Okay, very good. So what are the stages of a flowering plant's life cycle? Are you familiar with it? Alright, let's discuss it together. But before we proceed, let's define what life cycle is. Again, what is a life cycle? A life cycle is the series of changes in the life of an organism, including reproduction. Again, a life cycle is the series of changes in the life of an organism, including reproduction. Did you get it? Very good. Okay, let's now know the life cycle of flowering plant. This picture right here shows the life cycle of flowering plant. So the first stage is the seed. Again, the first stage is the seed. And the next stage is the seedling. And from seedling, it will become adult plant. Okay, let's first talk about the seed. Are you familiar what the seed is? Okay, this picture right here shows what a seed is. Okay, a seed is a small embryonic plant enclosed in a covering called the seed coat, usually with some stored food. Again, a seed is a small embryonic plant enclosed in a covering called the seed coat. It is usually with some stored food. So that is the definition of the seed. Now, let's proceed to knowing the different part of the seed. Okay, this picture right here is what the seed look like inside. Okay, so this is the seed coat. This brown layer here called the seed coat. This one is the embryo. Again, this one is the embryo. Okay, embryo is the part of the seed that contains the earliest stage of a plant's roots, leaves, and the stem. Again, the embryo is the earliest stage of a plant that contains the roots, the stem, and the leaves. The next part of the seed is the food store. This is where the food store. Again, the food store is where the food is stored. Did you get it? Very good. Again, the first stage of a flowering plant is the seed. Very good. Now, let's talk about germination. Okay, before a plant become to a seedling, it undergo first the process of germination. Everybody say germination. Okay, germination is usually the growth of a plant contained within a seed. It results in the formation of the seedling. Again, germination is usually the growth of a plant contained within a seed. It results in the formation of the seedling. So how do germination takes place? Are you ready to find out? Okay, let's find it out together. Germination takes place when the seed gets enough water, light, materials, and warmth. Again, when the seed gets enough water, light, minerals, and warmth, it starts to germinate. Alright, after getting the enough source of water, light, minerals, and warmth, the roots now breaks out of the seed and reaches down into the soil. Again, the roots breaks out of the seed and reaches down into the soil. Okay, this picture shows the process. This is the seed, and the roots breaks out of the seed and reaches down into the soil. So this is the root. Okay, after that, the shoot sprouts from the seed. Again, after that, the shoot sprouts from the seed. So that is the process of germination. Again, the process of germination takes place before a plant becomes a seedling. After the seed, it undergoes the process of germination. And germination is the process when the plant gets enough source of warmth, minerals, nutrients, and light. And after germination, the plant now will become a seedling. Did you understand? Very good. Can you still remember the next stage? Okay, the next stage of a flowering plant life cycle is the adult plant. So after becoming a seedling, it will now become an adult plant. Everybody say adult plant. Adult plants can grow flowers, and when the flowers are pollinated, they can turn into fruit with seeds inside. Again, an adult plants can grow flowers, and when the flowers are pollinated, they can turn into fruit with seeds inside. So that is what the adult plant is. And adult plant has a flower that develops into fruits. Again, adult plant has a flower that develops into fruits. So an apple tree now is an example of an adult plant. Did you understand? Very good. And the fruits now are holding the seed. Okay, when the seed pods ripen, they dry up. They split open and throw out the seeds. This brings seeds to areas far away from their parent. Other plants spread their seeds to new areas with the help of wind, water, or animals. And the life cycle starts again. Did you understand? All right. Now, I want you to get your class book and your yellow book. And of course, your pen. Okay. And now, open your class book on page 34. Again, open your class book on page 34. Okay. On your yellow book, answer the page 34. So, the direction there is, choose a type of flowering plant. Draw a diagram to describe the life cycle of a plant. And in your diagram, you will need to name the plant, label each stage of the plant's life cycle, label the shoot and the root of the seedling, and label the parts of the adult plant. Again, choose a type of a flowering plant. Draw a diagram to describe the life cycle of the plant to your class. And in your diagram, you will need to name the plant, label each stage of the plant's life cycle, label the shoot and the root of the seedling, and label the parts of the adult plant. Did you understand? Now, start answering to your yellow book. Okay, your yellow book will be checked once you come back to school. Did you get it? Okay, very good. Now take your time and answer the questions in your yellow book. Did you understand? All right. Now let's proceed to the second question. Again, you can copy this question to your yellow book. All right. The question is, which of these grows from a seed first? Again, which of these grows from a seed first? The choices is the leaf, the flower, the root, and the shoot. So what is your answer? Okay, answer it to your yellow book. Are you done answering? All right. The answer for this question is the root. Again, the first thing that grows from a seed is the root. Did you answer it correctly? All right. Now the third question is, which part of the seed stores food? Again, which part of the seed stores food? Okay, you can copy it again to your yellow book and tick the correct answer. So this is the picture of the seed. Which part of the seed stores food? Is it letter A, letter B, or letter C? What is your answer? Are you done answering? Alright, the answer for this question is letter C. Did you answer it correctly? Very good. The next question is, which part of a plant makes seed? Again, which part of a plant makes seed? Again, you can copy it to your yellow book and tick the correct answer. Are you done answering? Okay, again the question is, which part of a plant makes seed? So what is your answer? Alright, the answer for this question is the fruit. The fruit makes the seed. The fruits also protect the seed. Did you answer it correctly? Very good. Now, let's have a recap of what we have discussed. Okay, what are the stages of a flowering plant cycle? Did you still remember? Okay, the first stage is the seed. And after the seed, it germinates into a seedling. And after becoming a seedling, it will now become an adult plant. And adult plant has a flower that develops into fruit, and fruit holds and protects the seed. Again, the stages of a flowering life cycle of a plant is the seed. From seed, it will germinate into seedling, and from seedling, it will become to adult plant. And adult plant has a flower that develops into fruit, and the fruit holds and protects the seed. Did you understand the life cycle of a flowering plant? Okay, very good. Now for your homework, I want you to answer page 17 in your Inside Out Science Workbook 2. Again, answer page 17 in your Inside Out Science Workbook 2. Did you understand? Alright, so that ends our discussion for today. Again, this is Teacher April, your science teacher for today. Bye! See you soon!